What's up, Pops? How you guys doing? I'm doing awesome! Thanks for asking. So I was watching Kayleigh Hyde's video that was actually a response to John Green's video about things I can do. The video was inspired by the fact that most of the time people are complaining about things that they can't do. So the idea behind this video is to talk about things you can do and to kind of put it into a better light that just because you can't do some things doesn't mean that you can't do other things. So I've come up with a list of 5.5 things that I can do that I would like to share with you. The number one thing that I'm proud of that I can do is create. There are so many things going on in my brain at the same time, all the time. I don't know how I don't fall over. And I feel like if someone else had my brain, they wouldn't be able to handle it. And I'm not trying to quote Charlie Sheen when I say that. I legitimately mean, I just am always thinking of so many different ideas and activities and things, and I feel like if I don't write them down, I forget. Pretty much what I mean is I have a huge imagination. And when I say that I create, I mean I create stories, and I create plays, and I create drawings, and paintings, and pictures, and videos. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who go through life complaining that they're not imaginative and they can't, you know, they can't draw and they can't paint and they can't write stories, and they look at the sky and they don't see animals in the clouds, and I feel bad for them because when I look at the clouds, I mean, I can see, like right now I'm looking and I just see, it looks like a face that has glasses on and the face is like maybe it's a frog? I don't know. I'm pretty proud of the fact that I can do these things. So for instance, I know some of you guys have seen Baby Spock back here. I do have a painted Baby Spock, and I know I've shown you guys Baby Voldemort too. So I know that you guys have seen that. I don't know how many of you guys have seen my Night Elf drawing. I still haven't finished it. One thing I do is I start things and don't finish them. So that's probably my one issue that doesn't really go with being creative, but I haven't finished the leaves in her hair, nor have I finished painting her eyes silver. I really like to draw, like I'm working on this right now. It's kind of, yeah, something I made out of paper in one of my art classes that I took. This is something else I painted in my art class. I don't want to explain it to you because I feel like every time I explain it to people, they're like, I don't get it, and I'm like, I don't know how to explain it, it came out of my head. This is one of my huge sketchbooks from art class too. I used to have to take this to school with me every day. Like, we had to draw these like cute little pictures, and like I don't even know if I can hold this up to show you because like everything's like falling out, but let's see. Okay, so here's one of the pages. It's just stupid, and it's not even like I'm the world's best drawer anyway, but I enjoy doing it. And I feel bad for people who say they don't want to do it because they think they're bad at it. Like, that's my favorite one. It's like he's like, hey, what's up? No, it's cool. I'm just an octopus. In regards to writing, I have so many stories that I've written since I was like 10 years old. But I am in playwriting class right now. It's my second semester. One of my plays got chosen to be performed last semester. And this is a play that I just recently wrote, and it's actually really funny to me. And it's about two nerds battling because one nerd loves Star Trek and one loves Star Wars. So it's pretty funny. But I don't know. And I'm actually in the process of writing a 45-minute play for my playwriting class because it's going to get performed at the end of the semester. It's about zombies. Second thing that I'm pretty proud of that I can do, and it's kind of related to the first, but I journal. I probably own more journals than anyone that I know, and one of my New Year's resolutions for this year was to journal every single day. And so far, I've written my journal every single night before I go to sleep. Maybe next year I'll be able to start vlogging on my second channel every day. So it's kind of like my way of seeing if I can do it. But I like to journal. I really like making lists, so that's one of the things that I'm pretty adamant about. The third thing that I can do is I can out-nerd people. This is something that I am super proud of, and I know a lot of people are like, that's weird, but I don't care. I love meeting people, and even if they are not nerds, or even if they are nerds, I feel like I can out-nerd them. And I love the shocked looks on people's faces when I seem to know more about something than they do, or if I don't seem like I know about it and I do. Like, I probably know more random facts about Star Wars than a lot of people that I know. I know a lot about Harry Potter, and I know a lot about Star Trek, and I know a lot about Star Wars, and it's because I sit on my computer and go on Wikipedia and all these weird sites and learn all these random facts, and it's really cool. Like, did you guys know that Luke Skywalker's original name was supposed to be Luke Starkiller? Something else that I can do is be passionate, and I feel like these days it's really difficult to find someone who's actually passionate with so many things changing all the time and different movies and TV shows and like families growing smaller. Like, I feel like it's really difficult to find something that you actually care a lot about. And one of the things that I am happy that I can say is that I'm super passionate about Harry Potter. When I think about certain aspects of Harry Potter, I can burst out crying. And some people think that's super weird, but I feel like it shows that I'm human and I can relate. And I personally feel like that's something to be proud of, and I can be passionate, and I'm happy that I can. I don't think it's any weirder for me crying over Harry Potter than it is people crying over Whitney Houston dying. I mean, I didn't listen to her music, but I guess I can't really make fun of people for crying over someone like that when I cry over fictional characters. So, something else that I can do is play video games. A lot of girls these days say they play video games, and by video games they mean either Angry Birds or Temple Run or Call of Duty. First of all, if you play iPhone games or Android games, you're not a gamer. Like, I'm sorry. You're not. You play phone games. Also, if you're a girl and you play Call of Duty, okay. To be quite honest with you, I just don't like first-person shooters, and I'm a girl, and I can't stand games like that. I mean, I'll be quite honest, I tried to play Halo. It came with my Xbox, and sometimes if I'm bored, I'll like log on and try to play, but I'm telling you right now, I cannot do those controls. When I say that I'm a gamer, I mean, I play World of Warcraft. I play Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm a Blizzard girl because I grew up playing computer games. Like, I grew up playing Diablo, Diablo 2, StarCraft, StarCraft Brood War, every single Command & Conquer known to man, I've played it. I played Lands of Lore. I don't know how many of you guys remember Lands of Lore, but I played 1, 2, and 3. Guardians of Destiny, hello. And I wish I could still play that game because that ran on like Windows 97. Like, there's no way you could play it now. The graphics were horrible, but it was the best game ever. Ever! And something else you have to realize is I have 3 brothers. I've grown up in a house of boys. Like, I don't have any sisters. And yes, I will be the first person to admit my gaming is inspired by boys. My dad games, my grandpa games, all of my brothers game. We all have our own Xboxes. So when I was younger, of course they inspired me to play. We had N64, Sega Genesis, we had all the consoles. Like, I can just remember growing up and having all these games, and I used to play on Sega Vector Man and Mortal Kombat. We had N64 Pilot Wings. Like, I grew up on it. And I'm definitely not trying to come off as one of those girls who's like, I want a game because it's cool. Like, I don't think like that. Like, I grew up playing video games. Like, this is what I've done, and I got into playing World of Warcraft because of my grandpa. Yeah, I've been inspired to do it, but I think it's fun, and one of the things that I pride myself on and that I can do is game. I know how to game properly, and I feel like it's an achievement to be able to game and you're a girl, because a lot of people think that girls play just to impress people, and I really try to play, so I guess that's one of the things that I'm proud of. The last thing that I can, well, it's not the last thing that I can do, but it's the last thing that I'm going to talk about being able to do, and it's something that Kayleigh mentioned and that John mentioned, is being able to read. I can read a book and enjoy it. Like, I read Lord of the Rings, the whole series. Like, who else can say they've done that, like, in reality? Because watching the movie is not the same as reading the book. I read all the Harry Potters before I even watched one movie. I read and I literally think I'm there, and I can imagine this whole world in my head, and I guess that's what makes it 20 billion times better. Like, when I read Harry Potter for the first time and then I saw the first movie, it was like, it blew my mind because it's like exactly how I imagined it. And it's just, I get so like emotional talking about it, and I'm really trying not to cry right now. It's just something that I really like to do, and I feel like more people should do it because no one wants to read anymore, and it's really sad, and trying not to cry. So now what I think you guys should do is you guys should make a video response to this and tell me things that you can do. Not things that you want to do, things that you already can do and that you think are awesome things to be able to do. And leave a video response either to my video or to John's video or to Kayleigh's video. I'll have links in the description bar to go check out their videos as well. Just be proud of what you can do, because ultimately that's what it's all about. Yeah, there are things that you can try to learn to do and you can hope to do, but what you can do is exponentially more important than focusing on things that you can't do. Can't wait to see your guys' videos, and I will talk to you guys next time. Peace out, chaps! As a quick little side note, it might be fun for you to start the video from 5 seconds and then really quickly skip to the end and see how much light I've lost because the sun's going down. This is what I do, guys. I don't have a lighting set, so I film in my window. Yay for natural lighting. Okay, bye.